My name is Doug Vakoch, and I'm president of METI, organization dedicated to messaging extraterrestrial intelligence. For over 50 years, astronomers have been searching for extraterrestrial intelligence, a project called SETI. But at METI, we reverse the process. Instead of listening for signals, we send powerful, intentional signals to other worlds in the hope of getting a reply. I designed my first interstellar message when I was still a student at high school. In the past, when people have sent messages into space, it wasn't clear where should you send it. Now is an excellent time to be sending signals to other worlds because we know which worlds to target. Scientists have learned a lot about the universe in recent decades. We know now that there are planets around virtually every star, so there are a lot of places that life could exist, but does it really exist? In sonar calling GJ273b, we are taking a first step at making contact with one particular exoplanet. GJ273b is an interesting exoplanet, similar in composition to the Earth, a little bit bigger. It's what we call a super-Earth. The star that it orbits, Luyten star, is only 12.4 light years from Earth. We can send a message and potentially get a reply back in 25 years. It's a very nice coincidence because that corresponds to sonar's 50th anniversary in the year 2043. METI's role in sonar calling GJ273b is to craft the message that will help the extraterrestrials understand us. We can't assume that the aliens are going to know English or Spanish or Swahili. We need to start with something that we have in common. The movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind suggested that music is a natural universal language. That really makes sense. Because if you think about it, music at its core can be described in terms of mathematics and physics. In our October 2017 transmissions from the IceCat antenna, we sent signals of only 2 different frequencies. That's the traditional way. When we send our next round of transmissions in April 2018, we're going to do something radically different. We will turn the radio antenna into a musical instrument itself. And so when you hear a basic melody, like in Close Encounters, da 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 da, that's something that we could actually directly send in the message itself. We have developed a mathematical and scientific tutorial that will communicate the essential ideas needed to understand the radio signals that we're sending. And what could be more basic than just saying how we count? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we began with. And then once we can talk about numbers, we can explain how we use them. So we do basic arithmetic like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We're also communicating about basic notions of triangles, trigonometry. And once we can do that, we have the tool we need to describe waves, these simple fractions that change over time. When we talk about time, we do it by sending signals that last different times, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. And so our mathematical description actually connects to the signal that the extraterrestrial is getting. Now, by doing that, we're creating a message that has a much greater opportunity to be understood. And when we send our final set of transmissions in April 2018, we will end by setting a very specific date in the year 2043 when we will be listening for their reply.